So as we leave Parker, just an incredible sight here to get this close to nature. These wild burros, how they survive in this environment is incredible. Think about living out here in 110, 120 degree weather. It's rocky. At least they do have a good water source here, but food, everything is so dried up. But they are made for this environment, and they are survivors. It's Thursday, July 28, 2022. Please make sure to stay tuned and watch the entirety of this video. I'm going to be visiting another housing development, a D.R. Horton project, and I think all of you should see this. You will be blown away with how fast they're putting up these houses, how much these houses are going up for sale, and the financing and the incentives. And so stay tuned to this video. I'll be putting the clips in of my walkthrough of a D.R. Horton project. It's stunning. It really, really is. Also, I'll be adding a little bit of some more B-roll from my Arizona trip. So if you want to see that, stay to the end of this video. But without further ado, let's just take a few minutes and just get into what's happening right now. Market up today. We're in a recession, and the market doesn't care. The administration just came out a little while ago, and it is touting another spending bill that it wants Congress to pass. This will be another $700 billion. Markets like that, more easy, free money coming to the market. I think this is why gold is up over $30 as I make this video, silver up over $1. This is more massive inflation creation coming to America. $700 billion. The administration today said that it will produce savings for people. So we're going to print and borrow more money so that it produces savings for people. No, it's going to produce more inflation. And as the administration was out touting this, market went up another 100 points. Loves it. Also, they said that we're going to get a 15% minimum corporate tax. Guess who's going to pay that? It's not going to be corporate America. It's not going to be the corporation. You and I are going to pay that corporate tax. That gets passed on to you and I. So get ready to pay more, ladies and gentlemen, for literally everything. They're going to create more inflation. So while we're raising interest rates 75 basis points, we're going to print another, we're about to, this thing goes through, we're going to print another $750 billion. Yesterday, Fed Chair Jerome Powell said he does not think the U.S. is currently in a recession. I personally don't care what he thinks at this point. He has been wrong, dead wrong about everything. He's not doing enough to even fight inflation. They're printing more money, buying bonds, buying stocks, while raising interest rates 75 basis points, doing absolutely nothing to fight inflation. This guy, unfortunately, is worthless. We're told about a strong labor market. Well, jobless claims came out today. Last week, nearly the highest level in a year. 256,000 people filed first-time jobless claims. So much for the strong labor market. Pending home sales fell 20% in June versus a year earlier as mortgage rates soared. Stay tuned. Watch this video. I'm going to take you through another development. $550,000, $650,000, $700,000 buys you, it's laughable. And I don't know who in the world can do this now, even with incentives. So I'll break down the financing on these homes that D.R. Horton is offering. I don't know who can do this, and I don't know how bad it's going to get in housing, but what I do know is inflation isn't going away. The labor market is falling apart. People are continuing to lose their jobs every week, every day. Inflation continuing to soar. So who's going to buy houses when you have a mortgage of $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for a cookie cutter? Just does not make any sense. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, and feel free to comment on anything during this video. We would love to know your thoughts. So many people read those comments. It's incredible, the wealth of knowledge down in those comments. The hedge, a storm of indicators show the U.S. consumer is tapped out. The U.S. economy is a 70% retail and service economy. This means it is entirely reliant on continued growth in domestic consumption in order to maintain all other elements of the system. They're going to pump more and more money into this economy, trying to get the average consumer to spend it. With manufacturing only a small part of overall employment, only 8%, and agriculture also limited to 10%, our country is overly dependent on spending habits and ultimately consumer debt. And we're going to see more and more consumer debt. Stability of the entire machine rests on people's faith in the economy and their willingness to spend. Well, if they don't send people money here quickly, they're not going to be spending, as we're seeing what's happening to the Targets and the Walmarts and the retailers and etc. So today, markets love this. Right now, I don't know where they're going to close. Dow Jones up over 305 points. Loves this. More free money coming. Best Buy cuts its outlook, joining other retailers as inflation pressures shoppers. People aren't buying big screens like they were a year ago when they had all that free money. So we're going to see how much more damage they're going to do to the economy by basically sending out more stimulus and using more of these So how many more spending bills are we going to see? How much more inflation are we going to see? And again, I think this is why gold and silver are skyrocketing today. They smell and sense that they're raising rates, but not nearly enough. And we're going to continue to spend money. The Fed's spending money buying bonds and buying stocks. And now the federal government here is going to pump out another $750 billion so that people can have savings. It's incredible. The Fed just raised interest rates by another 0.75 of a percentage point. Here are 5 things that will be more expensive. And these 5 things are not going to affect the 1% or the wealthy. It's going to affect the poor, and it's going to affect the middle class, and it's going to affect the upper middle class. Credit card rates are going up. To service that debt on that credit card, going to go up. Car loans. You need a car loan, you need to borrow money, going to go up. Adjustable rate mortgages, going to go up. Private student loans, gonna go up. The variable rate loans, such as personal loans and home equity loans, gonna go up. So as there are people telling you today, there is no recession, there is no economic emergency, the consumer is strong, the economy is strong, I beg to differ. Let me know your thoughts, comment down below. This is really staggering. What we're watching take place and the magnitude of where we're at right now and how serious this is. I don't think a lot of people really understand the magnitude of the problem we have, or the multiple problems that we have in this economy right now, and the ramifications and repercussions that each and every one of us is going to pay. Everyone is going to pay a price for what is happening right now. As I'm watching the television right now, they're doing everything to deny that we're in a recession. The average American now is being so squeezed, so hammered down. They know they're in a recession. Even if they don't want to admit it, they know every time they go to the gas station, the grocery store, they know. And oh, maybe gas is down a little bit, but guess what? We're gonna burn off another 20 million barrels of our strategic reserves. That really puts us in a vulnerable position, and these reserves are going to have to be replenished at some time. And how are we going to pay for that? And how much will we pay for that? But again, they're telling us everything is okay because we have a bunch of service sector jobs out there that nobody wants. Stay tuned, watch the rest of this video. I think it's really going to interest you. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Share this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and have a phenomenal day. Keep on track, keep preparing, keep protecting yourself, protect your family, protect your wealth, and walk close to God. Over the years, D.R. Horton, there you go. Here's the incentive rates as low as 4.99% on 30-year fixed. So, gonna begin seeing a lot more incentives. So I'm going to pull in here real quick and see if there's anything going on. But just thought as we're driving back, we just passed this advertisement from D.R. Horton, and thought I'd film it. I'm going to drive in real quick, see what's going on. So the houses in this community start out at about $518,000. That's a bare minimum house, and they go up to about $530,000, $540,000. Bare minimum, bare bone house. Now, depending on how you set the house up, type of features you get, carpet, flooring, appliances, garage doors, things like that. These houses can easily go up to $700,000. So I think we can safely say $500,000 to $700,000 is what you're going to be looking when you come here to this development. Now, comment down below. We're going to see rates. We just got the rate hike of 75 basis points. I don't know what rates are today, but we're going to see rates go back above 6%. Who in the world is coming out to the middle of the desert at $500,000 to $700,000 per house and financing this at 6+%? Now remember, now there is an incentive here, 4.99%. That sign's old. That's probably going to go up, but that's perfect credit. You got a 750 FICO, you got 20% down, excellent credit. What about the guy, the gal that doesn't have 20% down, doesn't have perfect credit? How are they going to do this? Look at the amount of houses going up. And you got to think, these builders have got to really be getting very, very nervous right now with another rate hike, a slowing economy. Even though Mr. Jerome Powell does not believe we're in recession, you know that the home builders know that we are in recession. That's why they're giving incentives. They're trying to get these things done as fast as they can. Every day that goes by that these houses sit, these guys are in big jeopardy that prices are going to continue to come down. You look at existing home sales for June, tumbling down 20%. Not good news for the home builders. Every day that goes by, the economy gets worse, interest rates rise, inflation rising. These are all enemies of these home builders, and these home builders stocks have been just absolutely bludgeoned. It's incredible to see the amount of homes being built right now in a recession. Now, it doesn't matter if they say we're in a recession or we're not in a recession. You know we're in a recession, and I've said this for a long time. We're in the beginning stages of a depression, and they're building massive houses that people just cannot afford. I mean, they're everywhere. And here in the desert, we don't have a whole lot of industry that is going to allow people to purchase a $500,000 to $700,000 home. Now, a lot of people are working at home, but what about the layoffs? And we're seeing a lot of layoffs in tech. A lot of people who are working at home are getting laid off. How in the world are they going to afford to maintain this lifestyle? Blocks and blocks of houses. Now, D.R. Horton built a development across the street called Terralago. There's houses in there that were selling after the crash for $300,000 that are going for over $1 million now. I mean, this is the insanity, the lunacy that is taking place right now. And it's going to come to an end at some point. And I'm sure that a lot of people in this field know exactly what is right around the corner. They're pounding nails today. Everything looks fine. But we just got another rate hike. 75 basis points is definitely going to paralyze these new home builders, and it's going to continue to hurt existing home sales, just like new home sales. To borrow money just got more expensive. And this is why I say, worst possible time to buy a house. This stuff's all going to be on sale. And how many of these homes just never get completed? How many of the vacant lots never get built on? We're gonna really witness some incredible times here coming very, very soon. I've watched this movie a while ago, and this is a rerun. And I'll tell you, this one's gonna be much, much worse. Usually, the second part is never as good as the first one, right? I was just informed that this development has MYLAR. Property tax per month right here in this development is over $700 a month. Now they're saying if you put down $100,000 on one of these houses, that your payment is a little bit over $3,300 a month. $3,314 a month with $100,000 down at 5.5% interest. That's a lot of money. Who's coming to come in here in the middle of the desert, plop down $100,000 and have a $3,300 house payment? That's incredible. $700+ for MYLAR. So think about that. 100 down, 5.5% monthly payment, $3,314. That includes your MYLAR payment of $700. Wow. Here's a problem with MYLAR. When you have to turn around and sell your house, it's going to be very, very difficult. Most people do not want to buy in a community with MYLAR and have to pay that $700 a month. So if you try to get out, when this market really begins to get squeezed, and you have MYLAR, very, very difficult to unload quickly. These are getting finished. So we just read that on their website. $3,314 with $100,000 down at 5.5% interest. There you go. What if you don't have $100,000 down? What if you don't have perfect credit and your interest is 6, 6.25, 6.5? I mean, $4,000 a month to live in a cookie cutter. I'm sure they're quality homes, I'm sure they're nice homes, but they are building these homes extremely quickly. This whole development, I was told, has gone up just in the past year. So you have all these houses that have been sold, people living in right in front of me there. All this is just from the past year. They're putting these homes up so quickly. So you have to ask yourself, what is the quality? Maybe it's great, but I would question it. What is the quality of these homes when they're putting them up this fast? So as we come back from Lake Havasu, just very interesting to pull over, see the flags, see the signs, see the incentives, and just see a lot more houses being built. And it really makes you question where all this is going and how bad this can really end. And you know, I've seen this movie before, and I will tell you, the sequel is never as good. I remember when developments like this just came to a standstill, frozen. These houses, half done, sat for years. Houses that were half framed, sat for 2 years, 3 years. Dirt lots with pads on them, sat for years. Could we see that again? I believe it's very, very possible. But I think these builders are in big trouble. And I think who's really in big trouble are the people who just recently made these purchases. I think they're going to be really in big trouble, and I think they're going to really regret what they did. I've noticed a few sold signs in some of the windows of these homes. The question will be, the people that bought these homes a few months ago, will they qualify when these homes are complete? Or will they be forced to back out because they no longer qualify because their debt to income ratio now is out of line and they no longer qualify? It's going to be very interesting to see how that all plays out too. So as we're driving back, we were just talking on that payment plan that D.R. Horton offers on the website. And what you have to realize is that is the bare minimum home. So with that $100,000 down, $33.14 a month, that's the bare minimum. Now you add the upgrades. You want the granite countertops. You want the upgraded carpet, the upgraded tile floors, the nice doors, the custom garage door, whatever. Now you tag on another $100,000. So your payment now with 100 down, excellent credit, is now probably closer to $4,000, maybe $43.14. So that is a house with a bare minimum. And most people, as you know and I know, are not going to settle for the bare minimum. They want the nice carpet, they want the tile floors, they want the granite countertops, they want the nice wood garage door, the nice front doors, the nice lighting, the upgraded appliances. So there you go. Now you're at $4,000 a month with $100,000 down with perfect credit. Think about that. Who in the world is doing this, and how many people are going to be in jeopardy by the end of this year, next year, as they get laid off, a spouse gets laid off, wage cuts, more inflation coming, the cost of everything going up, and you have a $3,000 or $4,000 a month mortgage. People now 40, 45, 50, 55% of their income going to a mortgage. We're talking in Indio, California. Okay, this is not Beverly Hills, and people paying $4,000 a month. Okay, and it could be even higher than that depending on the size of the house and the upgrades. But very few people are going to get the bare bone house at $33.14. Most of those people are going to upgrade, pay $4,000, and if they want a bigger house, they're going to pay even more. So it's just really idiotic what people are doing, the mistakes that they're making, the financial risk that they're taking, and the recklessness that we're seeing, and banks lending money on these overpriced homes. I see big trouble for the home builders. We'll see where rates go in the next couple days too. We have a crashing economy, even though Jerome Powell says we don't. You know that we do. And we're going to see how it all plays out. Anybody that tells me we're not going to see a housing crash either is completely uneducated, ignorant, or is lying. Figure it out. Ah, beautiful, beautiful Parker. Arizona side. I'm now standing on the California side. And I will say, I know a lot of people are probably asking, how are the water levels? Water levels here in Parker, no problem. Lake Mead, it's a disaster, but no issues here. The water levels look fantastic. So everything's flowing, water levels look actually high, but real disaster over in Lake Mead. Absolutely amazing. Who can say that there is no God? I mean, look at this. I mean, wild burrows today. give him a little bit, this couple nectarines we have. Hey guys, I'm gonna try to pet you. Oh, hey, okay. Okay, there. Hi. These are wild burros. Hey buddy. Incredible. A little baby right there. Here comes the baby. Hi guys. Hi. This one's real social. Hey guys. Unbelievable. Hi guys. Hey guys. Have a little nectarine. Yeah. They're like not sure about that. These guys like it. This guy's really thin. And there's a little baby. This one's nursing. They're trying to. This guy loves being petted. Oh, better get that. Hi. Okay. Really cool. Mowing down popcorn. You guys love popcorn, don't you? Oh, look at, oh, they're loving the popcorn. So as we leave Parker, just an incredible sight here to get this close to nature. These wild burros, how they survive in this environment is incredible. Think about living out here in 110, 120 degree weather. It's rocky. At least they do have a good water source here, but food, everything is so dried up. But they are made for this environment and they are survivors.